One man is coming down from the gallows, and I don't have very long. The tickets up, the music out, they finally found me. The renegade who had it made, treat for a bounty. Never more to go astray. This will be the end today of the wanted man. Oh, mama, I've been years on the lam and had a high price on my...
All right, y'all. What's going on with you guys? This is the Journey Podcast, episode 5. This is your boy Billy. We got our boy DC over here. What's good with you, bro?
Not much, brother. Just happy to be back again. Another week, another pod. I feeling more comfortable now. Feeling more loose. So that's good. That's growth.
That's facts, bro. You know how I feel, bro? I'm stuffed.
Yeah? Why? What do we have? What do we have today? We have some good food, huh?
We got some food. We had the whole gang over here.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, we were just missing our boy Figgy.
missing Figs and Vivs. So
It is.
hope everything's good. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute, but it was fun. It was good stuff. I mean, I kind of saved up I had a light lunch just to wait for that moment.
You had a light lunch?
Just for the dinner.
What's your light lunch? 2 plates
No.
instead of 4?
That's my dinner plate.
Dinner plate.
That's a snack, bro.
You're
What
like,
do you mean?
it's like the other night. You're like, oh, I'm not that hungry. All right.
I did
So what
grow
do you
up.
want? And I get you like 2 burgers, or you get 2 burgers. I
No,
don't know.
it was a 3x3.
It was a 3
It
by
was like
3
3x3. But
You're not
still,
that
got a lot of
hungry,
meat,
my
bro.
butt.
Well, I had I had the 2 tamales from Vicky. Remember from the Bible study last week? I had 2 of those. I thought, okay, I'm good. But
Those
then,
are good.
But
Shout
then
out to Vicky's mom. She made those.
Shout out to Vicky's.
She bought them.
She bought them.
She bought them.
Shout out to whoever made them.
Yeah.
I wish I had their information.
So Guatemalan
style.
tamales. They
Yeah,
were good. They were good.
They were good. So I didn't think I was gonna be hungry, but man, that was some bomb food today. I told y'all to bring Tupperwares to take some home, but I don't know if y'all did. So
No, we didn't. We're just gonna take everything.
I'm
I'm gonna take the whole.
Put it in your hands.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
I'm just kidding. No, the food was really good.
Yeah, we had a
Appreciate
good
you
time.
for opening up your home and letting us, celebrate here. Happy Friendsgiving with each other.
Amen, brother. Definitely a last minute thing, which turned out
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Due to my hours, that I was working, I would have attempted to make a turkey. Which,
I know.
I'll definitely want
Is
to try
it-
that next year.
Is it a Thanksgiving without a turkey? Is it? No.
I feel like Thanksgiving is what you make of it, but
Exactly.
there's
There you
such
go.
thing. There's
That's
such thing as a
good.
traditional thing, but it's mainly what
we're
you
not
do about
traditional.
it. Ain't traditional. We're Mexican.
We're Mexican. Yeah. Okay.
That was
okay.
bomb, bro. It was
So
good.
what do we got for drinks today, Billy?
Well, this was a little hard, but
Check
we
it
got
out.
some Arizona premium spiked beverage.
I've never seen this before. This is cool.
This is new.
Okay.
So shout out to Eric, my boy Eric Vasquez, who provided these. So I could say he's our
I
sponsor.
always gotta do that. Sounds so cool in the headphones. All right.
Cheers, brother.
Thank you, Eric.
Thank you, Eric.
Oh, bro. That's good.
I like it. It's not
That
bad.
was really smooth. Definitely. Mine's lemon flavored. What's yours?
I have green tea.
Mine's pretty good. I like.
Yeah.
You can taste the lemon right away. It doesn't taste too much like the alcohol.
I taste more of the iced tea as well.
Mhm.
But you know what? This has 5%. These have 5% less sugar than Twisted Teas.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Those are what Fig's
Yeah.
favorite.
Fig's favorite drinks.
Favorite drink.
Little girl drink. No, but that makes sense. It's like same percentage of alcohol, but less.
It's
this
cool. I
ones
like it.
have less sugar.
Yeah, I like it definitely.
It's almost if I didn't taste the alcohol, but
yeah.
but it's pretty good. These are new once
Don't
again.
worry. It's
Shout
just
out
a
to
sip.
Eric. We don't just we don't just crack it and chug it.
Nah.
We want to just basically give our opinion. So
Yeah, it's good. I like it. What do you give it out of 1 out of 10?
1 out of 10, bro. I gotta say 9. I think it was very refreshing.
I'll give it a
Yeah.
7.
7?
Yeah, I'll give it a 7.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
All
cool.
right.
It passes. I'll
It was a
drink
good
it
one.
again.
It was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
So those who are watching, what else should we try? All right.
Yeah, give my boy Billy. Don't bug me. Just kidding.
Hey,
So what's
but-
good for today, my boy?
Well, we got a couple guests.
Yeah?
We have a couple mini guests.
No.
Yeah.
Who do we got today?
We got Sean.
What can you tell us about them?
Sean. So I could basically call him, as like one of our number one supporters.
Yeah.
On the
you
Journey
guys,
podcast.
You guys have to go check out his videos. But come on in, Sean. Come on in.
Cruise it, Sean. Come here.
Cruise it.
Kumbaya.
He wanted us to do that.
Yeah,
He's like, clap, guys. Come on.
What's up, Sean? How do you feel?
good.
Good. Are you happy to be here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what was your favorite part of that? These episodes you've watched?
Probably Daniel the P4 polite cat. I really like that.
That's right. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I posted I put on the description the last episode of his edits, so I will post the other one that he just made
Yeah.
from last week's episode. That one's a banger, especially the way we started the show. So it was golden, man. So kudos to you. But happy to have you on with us. Then
Yeah.
on the internet. Nah,
All right. So you guys said that you had questions for me.
Okay. Yeah. We do have questions. You want to get straight to
Shit.
it?
Whoa, wait.
You're like-
No,
What were you gonna say?
no, we're fine.
No, we're
Alright,
good.
alright,
We're good,
alright.
Papa.
We're just
No worries.
kumbayaing.
Yeah. No, it's okay.
So, you've become a content creator.
Yeah.
It's do you have like your own YouTube channel?
Yeah, it's called Milky683.
Milky
Wait, can you say that a little bit more
683?
clear?
Milky683.
Monkey 683. Okay, cool.
We'll put the link to his channel in the description. So be sure to y'all subscribe. You have what, 600 subscribers now?
600.
Ciao.
That's more than my personal.
When did you
one,
create
bro.
your channel?
8 months ago.
8 months ago. Wow, dude.
Jeez.
Good job. Keep it up.
Yeah.
And how do you make time to make your videos?
Well, usually like during after school, I when I'm heading back home in my mom's car, I use my mom's hotspot so I could go on YouTube to search like some stuff for the algorithm, and then I just make it my own, and yeah. And sometimes I make music.
Oh, cool, man.
Does your mom know you use her hotspot?
Yeah, I ask her every day.
That a boy.
What did she tell
right.
you when you asked her?
Huh?
What did she tell you?
She just lets me get her phone, and then I
Yeah.
just put it in.
Can you say something that she tells you in Spanish?
Well, she never really tells me anything in Spanish, but like a nickname or
No, like when you ask her for your phone.
oh no, she just gives it to me.
She just gives it to
Yeah,
you?
she just gives
Just
it.
like that,
She's like,
bro.
okay, here you go.
Yeah, just
No questions asked.
yeah.
You know? It's like she knows what he's
Yeah,
gonna do it for, huh?
It's like it's his phone.
I've been doing it for like 3 years, so
Wow,
she's kind of gotten
Papa.
used to it.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's good though. I'm happy that you're making your videos.
Yeah.
What are your videos? What are your videos about?
This game called Geometry Dash. Sometimes I make some other videos, but yeah. And I also do make some sort of like edits of myself, like really really fast. But maybe we could like put that on the screen somewhere. I don't.
What do you use? What program do you use to edit your videos?
CapCut. When I first started YouTube, I used to use iMovie because that was just the basic editor that I used to use. But the thing is that with iMovie, you can't really make that really like good transitions. So I resorted to CapCut, and it's also free. And the good thing that I like about it is that with some other free ones, they they like if you don't have premium or if you don't pay for it, they automatically like force you to put like the watermark. But with this one I like is that it's at the end, but you have a choice to like get rid of it or keep it. And also there's this method that I use. There's this thing called CapCut Pro, and it's basically where you could use like better effects. But what I do is that I just edit it because it lets you do that, and then I just like screen record it so that they don't make me pay for it.
Oh,
Bro.
So you have a whole system
Yeah,
that you do.
That's a little secret. What I
I might have to edit this.
You're gonna have to. No, you're gonna.
I don't know if I.
What, I know, cause what if we put this
What
out
if we
there,
put
huh?
it-
Nah, we're good. We're good.
Nah, you
It's fine,
chilling. You
it's fine.
chilling.
It's fine, huh? We could put this out there.
but what happens if like they accidentally like ban screen recording? Like
They can't ban screen recording.
So
If you can't screen record,
yeah.
that's the best source.
you.
That's the best source
I
ever.
know, right?
That's-
Apple bans screen recording because of Sean. No, that's wow, man. You're smart. How'd you learn that?
Well, it basically like it. Well, in the beginning, I used to like get another like phone or something, and then I would like put something on my iPad, and then I would get another phone to like screen record that like on like the regular photo. But then my sister taught me a year ago that you could screen record if you just go into settings, and that really like helped me like screen record stuff.
Wow, that's good. Good for you, man.
That's what's up, bro. Jeez, like, especially, I've been getting all these notifications about CapCut, literally all the time. 84K people are liking this. Like,
Yeah.
that number increases about people who use that editor. So
I have no idea what you guys are talking about. You guys
I had to
are
try
talking
it.
a different language for me.
I had to try it. I had to try it sometime.
Yeah. I every single day I feel like I get one of those messages that says this template got like 10K views.
Oh, really?
And like they want you to like use it, but I never use it because then there's probably already like 1,000 videos that already use that on YouTube, so then it wouldn't be original.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you want things to be original.
That's what's up. That's how it
That's
gotta be,
good.
bro.
Yeah, well, that's good, Papa. I'm happy for you. You're doing a lot of good things. And tell us about also, are you going to a Fitness Friday class?
Yeah, it's this thing called Solid, and it's pretty cool because they let you like basically before when I first joined, it was a little limited because you could like only like do stuff that they told you.
Yeah.
But now I feel like it's like a little more creative because now you could build like a bunch of these obstacle courses,
Mm-hmm.
and I really like the obstacle courses because I'm like always the one that beats them in the first like 10 seconds.
And Papa, can I ask you a personal question?
Will this be on there?
Maybe.
All right.
How did you feel on your first day of going?
Well,
Do you remember?
if I'm being honest, I'm not sure if this is gonna be on here, but
Everything going on here.
I was a little like kind of upset and sad because
Mm-hmm.
well, in my head there was a bunch of stuff that were like happening where I would go like from like a like mad and sad
Mm-hmm.
and really like really happy. I would just like kind of like put the face on,
Mm-hmm.
and I just since I would like feel like my body, my brain would like send like stuff to my body
Mm-hmm.
that would like make me like feel like weak and very like non-responsive. So
Mhm.
I didn't know what to do, but then I got into this fitness program, Friday Fitness, called Solid, and yeah, what's crazy is that my sister's the one that enrolled in this, and
She enrolled you.
yeah, and she enrolled me.
Mm-hmm.
And on the first day, well, I had to go in the bathroom with her to like so that she would like help me
Oh. Mm-hmm.
like calm down.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, after that it was pretty good. And
Because now you just go by yourself.
yeah.
So
That's
so
bravery, bro.
yeah. So I'm so proud of you for that. So you would say that going to Fitness Friday helped you?
Yeah, it was really good. It's actually one of the things that I could say that will like definitely take me in a better spot.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to hear that for you, Papa.
All right, Sean. So for your last question, my brother, 2023, is coming to an end, and so we wanted to ask you, what has been, if you can answer that, what has been the biggest lesson in your journey, or even whether it's your whole life or this year, what's something big you can talk to us about?
Or you can say what is the best advice too, right?
The best
the
advice.
best advice you can give
Yeah.
that you've learned in your journey.
Correct.
Can I like talk about my YouTube journey?
Whatever you want.
All right. Okay. So basically, I'd say that the best advice to start a YouTube channel, what I did was if you can't like do something that's like that you see on your algorithm, then just like don't do it. And then if you see something that like surprises you, like you want to like remake it, then like you should probably remake it. And in that meantime, in the video that you're making, you should probably like add like little like snippets and like references to other like popular videos. Because if you just like copy a video, then that would be considered like plagiarizing, and that you wouldn't really want to do that because that's illegal.
You have to pay money too, no?
Yeah, you do. Just like for littering, $1,000 fine.
I'm
Okay.
gonna get shot, bro.
So I was gonna say, basically how my YouTube channel started was, so I made my first video, and I just kept posting like basically daily until I realized that me posting like daily wasn't gonna be something that I could do for like sufficient time, like for a long time. And if I wanted like instead of like making these really short videos, I still make short videos, like only like a minute. My max is like 9, but that one wasn't. Yeah, but I just say that the best advice I could give you on making a YouTube channel is probably just once in a while checking your algorithm. And if you have like something that you can't really like take because like you can't like really like remake it because it's like something that you don't have access to, then maybe just go on to like your search results, like search up the thing that you're going to talk about, and you should get some results. Watch the videos that it pops up, or YouTube shorts, it doesn't really matter. And then just put that in your video, and you should have a video that seems pretty relatable to like some of the people that do the same thing, or in like that are like into the same thing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool, Papa. Thank you.
Okay, so I have to redo this, but I got someone that wants to really be on here. Like really his life depends on this. He's been thinking about this since he was born. And yeah, I like to say
All
hello
right.
to this person named Sharks28.
Let's go. We got my son Jayden. Come over here, boy. Thank you, Sean, once again, brother. We'll let Jayden get settled in with the headphones and the mic. But man, Daniel, shocking, bro.
Dang.
With Sean, you know, it's like
Kid
we
is
don't.
smart.
What I was thinking is like, man, you don't get many kids like that who talk the way they talk. You know,
Or
it's
just
like
get
when
to like voice their opinion.
when it comes to like exactly voicing their opinion, you know. And what I was gonna say was like the way he talks about his edits and his like creating content.
Yeah, the ways he finds ways around it, because there's how do you call that? It's he has to pay for other systems, so instead of paying, he finds other ways around it, and he's creative.
I love that.
Guy. I like that.
I
Right?
love
How
that,
he shared that.
man.
He's
Yeah.
recording and stuff.
So that was a
That
pleasure,
was really
man.
Cool. That was really cool, and just him to be vulnerable for that moment and
Facts.
share his first moments in Fitness Friday. And if you guys don't know about it, man, it's a really cool program. What are the ages, Papa? Do you know like when you're able to join? The ages are like 5 to 12, and
Ages
it's every
5 to 12.
Friday. It's like $40 a month that you pay. And I mean, I'm not trying to sponsor them or whatever, but they're really cool. I mean, you can see how he felt. He didn't want to go, and I was there that day, taking him down. He was just crying. He just didn't want to be there. But now one time I forgot to pick him up on a Friday, and he texted me, and he got a little sad. And I promised him, I was like, "Oh, Papa, I'm so sorry. Next week I'll take you." And then next week it was his sister's turn.
Oh,
And she forgot.
Oh,
She had
no.
something to do.
okay.
I don't know what it was. And then he really got upset and was like, "You guys better take me next week, or you guys better not forget." So,
he wasn't gonna have it, bro.
so his words, he really enjoys it. It's something really cool. But besides that, moving on. Dang, Jayden, what are you wearing?
I got Jayden on here.
What's your fit?
My Sharks jersey.
Nice. Tell us why. Do you? That was my fault, Jayden. That was my fault. That was my fault.
Nah, man.
Go ahead, Billy. Take over.
Sorry, bro. I like being me, bro. Like, nah. Just kidding. Thank you for coming on, Jayden. More importantly, for having the courage and bravery to join us here for a bit. So, you just finished your second year of PYFL with the Santa Barbara Sharks. How did you feel about it?
My first year, I don't know, but like my second year, I just hated that I had a losing season.
Yeah, it definitely was a tough break and didn't win a single game, unfortunately. But hey, sometimes you learn from losing before you start winning. But during the games, like, were you having fun?
Yeah.
And what was your favorite part? What were your favorite plays that you did, whether it was on offense or defense?
My favorite play was my most favorite play was on defense, cause my coach had like a blitzing play since I was like a linebacker, and I would get like all the sacks. Like I only I didn't even get one my first year, but I got a lot my second year.
Wow, so that's good. That means you're just getting better.
Big turnaround. Yeah, you definitely got better for sure. So it was definitely fun watching you, especially in the second year. I mean, every year is always fun watching you. But I remember this one of the sacks that he got. He does the TJ Watt signature kick.
Hey, dope.
after a quarterback sack. It was so dope,
And Billy, how do you feel seeing your kid out there in the field?
Proud, man, because I'm gonna be honest, like, when I was playing in high school, like I didn't play as much, I didn't. He's got more playing time than my entire 4 years of high school at this point.
Dang.
I didn't play a lot,
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know, I would just like, I held back. So watching him, it's just kind of like, I told him, like, hey, whether you play or you don't play, this is not for you, or it is, like, I'm always going to love you, and I wanted him to know that. as I think that's the most important thing you could say to a child,
Mm-hmm.
you know, or anyone you know that you're close to. You know, it's
Yeah.
like you don't not love them if they're not doing something. You know what I mean? So watching him, but the fact that he got to ball out was, man, it was nice. You know, he's playing the whole game, special teams, offense and defense.
Yeah, he's a key player.
Yeah, he was a very key player, you know, and I had like coaches asking me how he's doing, like whenever he got hurt at practice or he was sick, that they wanted him to be out at a game. Like that coaching staff has just like so much love for him and all the players. Just he's a big time key player, you know, and the cool thing is that it's only his second year. So but I'm proud, man. I'm proud, and I'm excited for what's yet to come in these upcoming years of his football life.
Are you gonna keep on playing, Jayden?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What number? What do you want to wear next year?
Huh?
What number do you want to wear next year?
55.
Dang.
Why? Is it like? Is there a specific reason?
I like that number, and also I seen it on the Steelers.
Who wears that? Like Alex Heisman, no? I'm wrong. Who wears that number?
He actually I can't get his name right. He has a weird pronunciation of his name, but
you don't know.
he was actually later brothers
See you, bro. Thank you for coming.
for real. That was that Pablo and Abraham Daniel.
Those are my brothers. They came over
for Friendsgiving.
Friendsgiving.
But no, he was actually he actually just got hurt for the Jags game, but so he wants that number now, you know. And I told him, like, man, like, at least for me, it's like, you gotta earn that number if you want that number next year. And he did his part, man.
And do you want to play in defense or in offense? What do you like more?
Defense.
Defense, because you get to sack the quarterback. Yeah. Feels good, huh?
I know, now that you have that experience, but tell us a little bit that your first year you were originally starting as a right tackle, okay, but you got moved to center. Remember that?
Yeah.
Talk to us a little bit about that. Like, how did that happen?
During practice, we're practicing by the beach at this school called Washington, and we're in the grass area, and then they separated us into groups, and the linemen were on one, and then all the skill players with another coach, and then what's it called? And he's like, who the lineman coach, he said, who can snap, and then they did last year's snapper, and and after that I wanted to try, and then I did, and then he just liked how I snapped, and then that's how I got moved up to starting center.
Yeah, it was
That
very
felt good.
Yeah.
It was very impressive, you know, for him to do a shotgun snap.
Yeah.
Like, because it's hard for kids to do that, and man, like, and at some point you were shaking.
Next Jason Kelsey.
All right.
Just kidding.
I remember
Wherever you want to be. No, you're gonna be Jayden Polanco.
That's facts, bro. But that's cool, man. You know, he's like center. It's like you're a good snapper. You can block. You know, but
You're already better than your dad.
facts, facts, bro. Like I said, man. You know, you already have more playing time than my entire high school career football at this point. So like,
Yeah.
I'm happy about that. You know, so but that was really cool. It's been, like I said, you know, it's been fun watching you on the football journey. But more importantly, you know, I really love that you continue to love to play football, and whether it was every practice, at every game, knowing that you guys didn't win a single game. You know, I know that can be tough when we know things aren't working. We tend to quit sometimes, you know, and so I was happy, you know, that he would never want to, like, or I wouldn't I never had the feeling to like wake him up for him to tell me, "Oh, I don't want to go to the game," or I don't want to go to practice anymore." Because
so he was always willing to go.
He was willing to go. I mean, and sometimes when we would wake up for games where we had to travel, he was the one who would wake me up.
That's cool.
And
you're like, Dad, get your butt up.
Like, bro was ready to.
Hey, Jayden,
he was just ready to play.
Next time he doesn't get up, just get some water. Right?
Oh hell no!
Get mad at me.
I know. Just run. I'm just kidding. I can't save you.
I think you know what might happen. So I'm not
yeah, you get pow pow. Okay.
Right?
Nah, man. But thank you for sharing that, Jayden. And what have been some things that you've learned playing football? Like, have you learned to be brave? Have you learned to, like, no matter if you mess up, you can try it again, or things like that? Or what do you think?
My coach always says that, what's it called? If you mess up, then either hit a person in a different color jersey, or you get them, or you can get them on the next play.
Dude, that's so dope.
Thank you, coach.
Which coach told you that?
Don't expose him.
No, this is good.
I forgot.
You don't remember,
Good one.
You don't remember if it was Coach Rob or Coach Boogie?
No.
All right.
He's playing it smart.
Straight up.
No, that's cool, Jayden. I'm glad. I'm happy for you too. Just like I told Sean, keep it up, keep doing what you love, don't quit, and no matter even if it was a losing season this year that you just had, every year's gonna be different.
Correct.
You never know what you never know what that year is gonna come, what's gonna bring. You just gotta stay positive all the time, man. Keep working hard for yourself, so you can be better.
And also, I'm happy that I'm going to the midgets next year, cause
You're going to the what?
the midgets, like, it's another
It's a upper division.
yeah.
Oh man.
And what's it called? This year
Uh-huh.
they had a good season. They they won 6 games straight in a row, and then they made it to the playoffs, but couldn't go to the Super Bowl.
Only if they had you, right, Jayden?
But they made it to the playoffs.
Wow, okay, so that's the team you're gonna play for next year.
Yeah, and also some of those teammates, like, they were from my first year.
Oh, okay, your first year of football.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you get to kind of reconnect with them. Are you excited about that?
Yeah.
That's what's
awesome,
up, man. Last but not least, are you excited for the Dream All-American game?
Yeah.
Dang. I was able to get this guy into a Dream All-American game,
What is that?
which it's like an all-star game. So this will be played over at a SoFi Stadium.
Dang, what?
So
You're
that'll
playing
be
in the big turf.
Yeah, bro. Imagine you probably gonna be playing with kids from the East Coast.
Cool, because you went there to go see the Steelers play and they won, and now you're gonna go play.
Now you get to play in it.
In the same field?
stadium.
Huh?
In that stadium.
In that
Yeah.
stadium, exactly.
So
Cool,
we'll definitely shoot out more info about that. I know I was going to be getting dates at the end of January.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll probably post some
All right. Let us
post
know.
some
Keep us
vlogs and
posted.
have like a part 2 recap with Jayden as well. But that is so awesome, son. Thank you for having the courage and the bravery to come on up here last minute, because I know when I first asked you, you said no, but it's good that you get to get out of your comfort zone and try something new, because you never know how it's going to work out for you.
Wait. Let's go back to Sean, where he said I really wanted to do it. I didn't.
So much
Are
for
you sure you weren't begging your dad, like,
No.
please, Dad, I want to be
No.
on?
That was
No?
probably him.
so much for Sean's introduction. Nah, man, but son, thank you for joining us, man. We're excited to be watching you year in and out. So thank you for joining us, man. We appreciate you being on.
Scram. I'm kidding. Thank you, Jayden. No, I appreciate it, brother.
Appreciate it, bro. You're good for sure, man, bro.
That was cool.
Man, Daniel, fun time with the guests, bro.
Yes, sir. That was cool.
Bro, big news. Pittsburgh, first off, tough loss to the Brownies. Both. Nah, I gotta give my props to the Browns, bro. Their defense just came to play. It's frustrating loss.
Talk about it, Billy.
It's a frustrating loss because
I want to talk about it. No.
It's a frustrating loss because, like, I mean, I don't want to take anything away from the Browns, but we could have sealed that game. Like, you know, our last drive, bro, we went 3-and-out in less than 30 seconds.
Bro, we started so terrible. It felt like we had Mankin it up in the box again, but no, we had him in the sidelines.
Well, I remember I even asked you guys, like, is he back in the booth?
Who's he back in the booth? No, man, it was a terrible start to the game and just terrible everything. Our defense came through because that should have been like 40 to zip.
We should have gotten blown.
We should have gotten blown out.
Gotten blown out.
But you know, thankfully, we got a good defense.
It was a good one. Unfortunately, couldn't
kept
stop
us in the game.
Unfortunately, we couldn't stop their last drive for them to kick the game-winning field goal. But hey, I think DTR has a bright future in
But you know what happened?
There's bigger news, bro.
There's way bigger news, and I think that loss was a blessing in disguise.
Set it up.
If we wouldn't have lost that game, then we probably still would have had that person that everybody knows who I'm going to mention. And it was long overdue. But because of that loss, Steelers finally fired their offensive coordinator, Matt Canada. Gone. Zip. No more. Out of here. And, geez, I mean, I have total respect. I just want to say this, man. I really respect the way that Tomlin came out and he took ownership, the leadership that he basically, the leadership that he has, and what he said was just playing out like
the way it needed to be said.
And he basically said it was my decision and my decision only. And I respect that, you know. And also he said like something else because I was looking at the interviews too because I couldn't believe it. I thought I was in a dream. I was like, wait, no. But he said something about football is a touchdown. Like, you know, you gotta make results, bro.
Exactly.
You know, there's got to be results. And if there isn't results, if you aren't making touchdowns, you aren't making plays, you got to go.
Yeah. You know,
and that sucks. You know, I'm not happy that a man got fired. You know, he has to find another, you know, job that's going to feed his family. But, hey, this is.
You have to produce.
You have to produce. There you go. You have to produce. It's a dog-eat-dog world. I mean, when you're going to work for that, you know, NFL, NBA, any type of sports, you're gonna have to come up with results. If not, then what's the point? You know,
you gotta put up results and
going for a losing team.
Yeah, and so that's why I feel, in my opinion, is a necessary decision. Yes, I would also, you know, never exactly prey on a man's downfall. Mm-hmm. Like you say, he does have family to feed. So the most honest, you know, in my heart, I really hope he finds another job. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it'll be in the NFL or college football, whatever, but exactly, we have to produce. And the fact that, you know, that we haven't had a single 400-yard game since week 3 of 2020.
Wow.
Imagínate. Week 3 of 2020. It's like, man.
That sucks.
It's horrible, you know, and I mean, and so I thought this was a necessary move, and you
100%,
know, waking up today, needed.
I feel like now the team has a spark somehow. You know, they have like that, like spark, like they know changes is coming. Some people don't like change, but change is good. Change is uncomfortable. Change makes you grow, and if you're not changing, you're just staying in the same spot, then you're living a mediocre life.
Well, Daniel, this franchise hasn't done a move like this since 1941.
No way. So the other offensive coordinator, did he quit or he got fired?
Nah, he quit or retired.
Okay, yeah. So it was like they they had to obviously find somebody very quick, and they got Matt Canada.
Yeah, and I think he's in the. It was Todd Haley before. I
Dang,
think
so this
he's
is
in the
first-
CFL.
I wonder it was so hard for them to do something like this.
Yeah. Oh, I imagine.
Because you remember him saying standard is the standard.
Is a standard. Yeah.
You know, we're gonna keep on.
I-
With the guys that we have, we're gonna keep on going with them, rolling with
Mhm.
them. But I think he finally saw that last game. We should have at least had more of a fight, more of a dog fight. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
instead of calling those elementary plays that he always calls those jet sweeps. And
Bro, the last play where Kenny Pickett was sacked, he had Pickens wide open.
dude,
on him, so.
okay, but that's not Matt Canada's fault. You know,
Yeah.
that's
no,
Kenny
exactly.
Pickett for not able to see
Yeah.
that soon enough. But
Yeah, because these last couple of games have also been
It
questioning
happens.
the players, not just Matt Canada.
Yeah.
So what we are also about to see is if it was all really Matt Canada. Because now we're not gonna be able to say, oh, it's COC.
no,
Now we're gonna say it's Kenny Pickett.
yeah.
Because you have all these ballers, man, and so and we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out if it.
That makes
if
me
it's
think.
really
You think he's
you know.
gonna be? So the pressure's gonna be on him more now.
Absolutely.
You know, because now that you're saying that, also freaking big announcers. Obviously sports announcers, they're gonna ask those same questions too.
Mm-hmm.
And it gets me
Yeah.
wondering, like,
That's
hey,
a headline now.
Do you think he's gonna handle the pressure good, or you think he's gonna crack under pressure?
Mira, I would think he can because last year down the stretch, I feel he was, forgive me for the word, but I feel he was more ballsy,
Mm-hmm.
more brave to throw the ball downfield.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes throwing the ball in like double coverage and they were still making the catch. I mean, he took risks.
Yeah.
And this year, I feel like he's more hesitant under pressure.
Hey, but
And-
what I've been hearing though is that he does play like an average quarterback. Not so good. He doesn't do his best in the first 3 quarters, but in the last
The fourth
quarter, he
he's
turns
something
into a
else.
dog.
Yeah.
I think he's had the most comebacks
He
this
has-
season, and he's 6.
This is 6.
And
This
every
is
single
6
game
more.
that we've won,
Yeah.
we've been down.
Well, yeah,
We've been down, by the half or whatever. We just been down, and we've been able to, come back in the fourth quarter, in the fourth quarter.
Exactly.
So I think that's just something about him that when it comes down to pressure, to close out the game to get the dub, I think he can deliver.
I agree.
This could be a blessing in disguise where I think they just appointed the running back
The running back coach
and
that's
the quarterback
Eddie.
coach, right?
That's Eddie Faulkner. Yeah,
Okay.
he's the running back coach who is also now the offensive coordinator.
I think that's gonna
So-
bring in some good spark, man, and we need that definitely. This freaking this Steelers nation needs a spark. This
Yeah.
organization needs a change. So
Well-
I'm happy about this.
Well, Daniel, I woke up this morning for work. I woke up at around 6, and I have the ESPN notifications on. I'm like,
What are you doing waking up at 6?
I had to go
Okay.
work.
Yeah.
It's a Steelers fire OC Matt Canada.
Wow.
And I'm like, what? I'm like, wiping my eyes. I refresh it. I delete it. And I go on the app.
Bro, it was
It's
about
true.
time that they heard us, though. I mean,
That was
like
wild.
I said the other time, you got other sports activities that are not even in football related, and they're saying fire, chanting "Fire Matt Canada."
Yeah.
Like, come on, light bulb in your head, do something. So I'm glad that happened. And next week, who do we face?
We got the Cincy Bengals.
Yes, sir. What do you predict?
Unfortunately, they will be without Joe Burrow.
Yes, sir. Let's
So-
go. Sorry, I'm not wishing any bad to the guy, but hey, it's
I can't
sports. You understand if you're into sports.
I can't even predict anything, or I can't even predict if we'll win or not because we could have said the same thing because
About the Browns
because
they play
Deshaun Watson was also out and they had a rookie quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, he
Yeah.
shedded our defense.
Yeah.
And I mean I don't see too much. I don't see a lot of great things in Jake Browning, who's the Bengals backup. And we were watching that game last week versus the Ravens. He wasn't very impressive. Unless just Ravens have a good defense, but
Maybe he just had a
we'll
bad
find
day.
out. Yeah,
But you said
I think we should be able to take the win, just because the Bengals defense isn't.
this
very
is a must
that
win though.
shining,
This is
so
like a
this is definitely a
you need
must
to win
win.
because it's a division It's a division game.
If we could play our game, I think we can go 13-4. You know, and
So
well,
you saying we could play?
we have 4 losses, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, come on, we
could win every single game.
I think we could beat the Bengals twice. Or you know
You're
what?
hearing it here first on the Journey podcast.
Seattle might be a tough one. You
Yeah.
know, it's going to be in Seattle, but we also play Arizona Cardinals. We should be able to win that one. We got the Indianapolis Colts. They're decent. They beat the Ravens barely.
Do we play the Ravens one more time?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
you
do.
got the Ravens
That's
again.
going to be the last game of the regular season in Baltimore. That time's to be announced. Maybe they'll put that on Sunday Night Football, depending. I mean, especially if it's for the division crown. If we get back on it, you know. But so I think we can win some games, and whether we keep that 7th seed in the AFC or the 6th seed. But we have a slight chance, you know, and now with this new coordinator, hopefully it can bring us some light.
Good. Well, I'm happy about that, brother. I'm happy about that. Moving on.
Bro,
Late
show. What are you gonna do? What are you
All
gonna
you
do,
haters out there? What was the score at the end?
bro? It was like 134-99.
Jeez.
134-99.
We dominated. No, it was such a good game.
We played the Utah Jazz. I was not expecting the Lakers to blow them out because the Jazz were doing good. Like, they put up a really good
they
fight.
actually got pretty good players.
They had a pretty good fight against Phoenix.
Yeah.
Which
Double
went
overtime.
to double overtime against a good KD who was cooking.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, why are we blowing this team out? I mean, I'll take it. Don't get me wrong. But why are we blowing them out?
I mean, one thing, Billy, is that with this win, we are now 7-1 at home. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
so
true.
Maybe there's something about playing at home
Playing
where
at
like
home is
our
a big
players
thing.
probably just
And
ball
in the
out more.
And in the in-season tournament as well.
In-season tournament. Hey, bro, I think those games are a tie. I'm happy. At first, I was a little like iffy. I was
It's like, what's the point? in
What's
my
the
opinion?
point? Yeah, exactly. But
I
it
care
has
about it.
made them very more competitive,
True that.
very more exciting.
Yeah.
There's been like crazy overtimes in almost half of the in-season games there's been,
Yeah.
you know?
Exactly.
And they've all ended with like just a banger.
Thrillers, bro.
Yeah.
You know,
so
and
that's really exciting. It's cool.
also, bro, it was really nice to see Bron get up to 39,000 career
Bro,
points.
38 years old.
They're
How
38
is-
years old.
If this guy I know has talked about the GOAT and this and that, but if you have like a list of what makes you the GOAT, bro, this guy, I don't know, he's the closest I see to Michael Jordan.
Oh, of course.
I just say Michael Jordan's the GOAT because if you can go to 6 final appearances and win all 6
to 2 3-peats.
and you retire in the middle of that, you know, you win 1 3-peat, retire, and then you come back and win
Win
the
another
second
3-peat.
3-peat.
Yeah.
Well, okay, that's so. I mean, that's why I was just consider come on, MJ being the GOAT. That's
think-
just off. The only
no.
reason I would say that MJ would be the GOAT is because he went to the final 6 times.
6 times, correct.
And he won 6 times.
Exactly. No
Well,
losses.
No losses. 0 losses. And Bron would-
and some of those finals were very impressive. You know, it's the one where they went 72-10.
Wait, which one?
I think it was the 1996 Chicago Bulls.
Like the record for that year,
Yeah.
they won 72 games.
They won 72
10
games.
losses. Wow.
Yeah, 72-10. But they actually won a ring. The 2016
Unlike
Golden
the
State Warriors broke that record going
And they
73-9, but they lost the finals. So
To Bron
to Bron
when he was in the Cavs, right?
when he was in the Cavs, coming back from a 3-1 deficit.
Wow.
Come on, how
that's-
do you do that?
I think they got cocky. They were already getting too comfortable. They were
course.
like, "We're gonna get this in the next game," and lost.
And I remember when they ended that regular season. Oh, we went 73, and now I was like, man, if y'all don't win the chip, that don't mean anything. Cool stuff, bro. Some good games, and these are gonna be bangers, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm excited. So, Billy, I wanted to ask you, Figs. We were hanging out with Figs and Sam's and you and I on Thursday, and you know, Figs brought up a good question, and it was basically he asked us, and I was kind of like stunned, and I was like, damn. He asked us, why does God allow bad things to happen?
Well,
And I wanted to ask you that, you know, like, what do you think? What's your take on that?
Well, I thought about that. I mean, let's put this back on ourselves real quick. Like, follow me, okay? It's you could let me ask you, like, do you think God is good?
Do I think God is good? Yeah, yes, I think God is good.
You kind of been going through a journey of kind of the way you've been having a good intimate relationship with God, kind of like how you expressed last week at Miners. But aside from that, it's like, have you also, whether this could be at one point in your life, have you also have you doubted him? Have you ever doubted God before? But actually,
Yeah, I feel like I really wanted to at one point just doubt him, doubt the fact that all this is even real. Like, is this is just a silly game or fantasy, or
fiction.
if I'm just gonna live this life, unhappy or having to do things that I didn't want to do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
not gonna lie.
No, me too. Me too. It was a matter. So it feels weird, bro. But as a matter of fact, I felt like I hated God for a bit.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, you can ask so many questions. Kind of like that question you asked me. Why does God allow things to happen? I mean, I could ask. At one point, I was asking. I was like, why did God take Carlitos away?
Yeah.
Who was, those who don't know who Carlitos is, who was my older brother, it's like, why did that have to happen?
Mm-hmm.
So there's several things, that we can go on and on, like why are kids, or why is there human trafficking? We can go on and on, man. So
What's going on right now, right, with Israel
yeah,
and the
like
the terrorist organization Hamas and
yeah, it's
all this
it's
stuff.
it's
Innocent
insane. All
innocent
this, like,
people and
all this
kids
evil taking
going on
over.
around the world.
You know what I
I
mean?
think that's something that growing up, even if you don't grow up like how we did, growing up, going to church or believing that there is a God, you ask yourself all these questions, because everybody somehow in every family or in every culture, they somehow believe in this higher spiritual power. And there's God, there's people that praise Allah, there's Buddha, there's Buddhism, there's so many other stuff that it just confuses you. And you start to ask yourself all these questions, like who lets these things happen? Why do these things happen? Why are we even? What's our purpose here? Why are people that we love taken away from us so soon and so early? The good people, people that aren't gonna do harm to other people, and people that are gonna do harm. It's like they live a life where they're able to do that harm to people, and it sucks because we would want those people to get taken away, even though as bad as it sounds, it sucks. But when you think about it, like Hitler,
Mm-hmm.
what happened with Hitler and stuff like that. Like, if that kid would have done something like that, of course, I'm not saying, okay, we gotta kill the kid, but we gotta start paying attention to stuff that matters,
Exactly.
and that's our kids. And it was cool that we just had your son and Sean come up and share a little bit about themselves.
Yeah.
It wasn't planned, but it was something that just happened. We were all here and we are like, I know they really want to do, but to not sidetrack. It's like, why does God allow those things to happen? I don't really know, Billy, but I can tell you that sometimes what I know is that we are allowed to make free choice in
That's
our lives, We're allowed to make free choices. Everybody's allowed to make free choices.
We're given free will.
We're given free will. And unfortunately, people do with that will isn't good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's some people that aren't born into a good, loving family. They're probably born into a mean family, just to put it like that. Okay, just a mean family doesn't give them the attention or pay attention. Parents aren't there. The kids neglected and stuff like that. So they grow up learning by themselves and what they see, and then at the end of the day, they're just looking for their parents' love, searching for that like no, nourishment. I can't.
Nourishment.
Yeah, there you go. That they need in their lives, and Billy, you just shared that with your brother, and all I can tell you is that everything happens for a purpose,
And
and I don't understand that either.
I guess I don't know. Maybe I could slowly like try to understand it now, because when he was around, he was, to make this like to make this very short. He was very he was born with his heart on his right side. They said he had 4 years to live, I believe, and so he lived for a total of 18 years, and but at the age of 9, I believe, it was a stroke that he had, and so he got operated. He did this whole operation thing at UCLA, and so basically for the rest of his 9 years was in bed. He couldn't talk anymore. He had a Jeep tube that you had to feed him through, and so it's like, it's kind of like taking care of a baby again in a way. So he would have briefs on. He would have to do brief changes on him and everything. So throughout that time, throughout that entire journey, Sammy and I weren't very paid attention to, if that makes sense, because so much going on with him, with Carlitos, but do you know what oh yeah, you know what our vacations were? It's like every time we'd have to go take him to the hospital, but like out of town, like in LA, and those were our vacations, but so I imagine, it's like before they hired a nurse, they did a lot on their own. I imagine like how my parents felt. You kind of, maybe they felt like, Sammy and I were being ignored. So anyway, fast forward, I imagine like just, maybe I can question myself, what if he was still around, or while growing up, and like we weren't focused on, it was just all about him, so anyway, and Carlitos himself, it's like, I imagine like, they try to do everything, to make him happy. They had it's like they got like Make-A-Wish involved, where we were hooked up, we would go to Disneyland. I think we went twice, once or twice, I can't really remember, but that was part of like the first like fun getaway we all had as a family. And anyway, so it was just, it got hard for my parents. It got hard for him. He was suffering every day. It's like, I imagine like he hated life, like he didn't want to go to his he wouldn't want to go to school. He wouldn't want to go to his like 8th grade graduation when he graduated, because for what?
It's like kind of like he kind of knew what was
wrong
with
like,
him in a way, or like what was
like,
up with him.
I don't want. Like why the hell do I want to go?
He knew he was different.
Yeah, it's like maybe he didn't feel happy with himself, and so
I don't know, bro. I just have to say this, but every time I saw your brother Carlitos at church, bro, he had the biggest smile on, the biggest laugh. I just felt like whenever I would see him, it would be this like joy, that only like maybe God can give you, type of thing.
And
So I just want you to know that, like,
and it was it was like my 8th grade year.
yeah,
We had just moved. We grew up in Goleta. We had just moved to like the west side of Santa Barbara, and so I had to move to. Me and Sammy had to move schools, and because they don't want to. I went to Goleta Valley for 7th grade, and so we were at Goleta schools, and so they didn't want to take us there anymore. So anyway, so for me, going to La Cumbre Junior High in 8th grade, it's like, when you're in 8th grade, you already have your homies from like your 7th grade year. So for me, it wasn't like that. For me, I had to start fresh, and at that time, bro, I was an introvert. I didn't know how to talk to people. It was hard for me to make friends. So I felt lonely, and so when I would come home from school, bro, I spent half my time in my brother's room. And so when things got hard, I remember, my mom finally telling me this. It's just, I wonder, if she was just kind of questioning God, or like, I'm sure, like they felt hopeless at one point, so 6 months before his passing, I believe, is when she prayed to God. It's like, I don't know what to do. Like, I want to leave this in your hands. I need a miracle. Whatever it is, I want you to do it. And so who knows that, or who knew that miracle was going to be of him passing? So then that's why I asked, like, why would you do that? But that was the reason. That was the reason why, like, I felt like for a period of time where I could say, I hated God for that. But so going on with this, it's like, why does he allow things to happen? I felt like, we could have gotten broken as a family at one point. Maybe we would have, I could think of any like of the worst possibilities, so what's it called? Maybe this was a purpose of why God decided to take him away, because there was no cure. He was always going to be like that. And and why, and I'm sure, I know, like, God won't want him to suffer like that his entire life. So I thought, why not just come with me instead? So after that, eventually, it brought us closer as a family. We were able to do a lot more together than we've ever been able to do growing up. So with that being said, when it comes to, like you said, Daniel, like, everything has a purpose, even if we don't understand it, But one thing that I want to add was that, like, going back to where God created a free will, and when it comes to love, you're most likely going to suffer. Am I right? Or
yeah, bro. I mean, there's no love without suffering.
exactly. And so, maybe I can ask you some stuff. It's like you have happy moments, but you also, would you say, like, you suffer sometimes with Yanira?
Yeah, dude. I mean, I think on the daily, and I'm not trying to say it's like a bad suffering, but me and her, we're both trying to grow. She sees something that I'm doing that it's probably not involved in that growth. She calls me out for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not easy, but it's something that, and it's not something I want to hear. But as a man, you got to sit there and listen to your wife.
Exactly.
Because she's not trying to nag you. She's not trying to tell you, she's trying to help you.
Yeah.
She really is trying to help you. And if you can see that all the time that she's probably, you can say it's nagging, you got to look at yourself in the mirror and say, well, what am I doing that is causing her to nag at me? Am I acting up? Am I doing this? Am I choosing my friends over her? It's like at the end of the day, you got to really look at yourself, because I'm not saying that all guys are wrong and all girls are right. No,
Right.
come on. No, 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 no. But what I'm saying is that most of the nagging that your girl does is because she cares a lot about you, and you're not seeing things that she's seeing that is probably going to lead you down a bad path, and she's like warning you. So, you got to really just open your eyes, and like that's what I'm doing, and that's how I do it, and that's how we do it, because I can see that as suffering in a way, because a lot of men would be like, "Nah, leave me alone. You're annoying. I'm just going through this suffering, of always having to fight with you." And you're always blaming her, but in reality, it's you, bro. It's your mindset, bro. Grow up.
Mm-hmm.
Grow some cajones. Treat your girl right. Listen to her. Is it gonna take half an hour or an hour? It may be. Are you gonna go through that suffering where you're gonna have to sit there and hear her out? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So when you say that, when about the suffering part, yeah, bro.
Yeah. And I imagine you guys, both of you, get some type of stronger feeling once that trial is over.
Oh, 100%, bro. It's always a better feeling.
Or it's just, if I want to say, it's what I've learned. It's the same with God.
Yeah. Wow.
Man,
I wouldn't expect that.
And when you said that everything happens for a purpose, well, He puts us in these trials. He puts us in these situations. I want to say to, it could be to test our faith, but mainly to grow perseverance and character. But
Hey, man, dude, that's 100% it, bro.
and if it wasn't that if we weren't given free will, or like to choose whether we wanted to love God or believe in God or not, we'd be robots.
Yeah.
And that's not what God wanted.
No.
God didn't want robots. He wanted
People
to truly love him naturally for who he is.
For who he is and what he did for us.
And so sometimes some of these sufferings will lean us back to God.
Yeah. Yeah, no, 100%, man. And I used to feel like that, like how you said, if you asked me, did I doubt God? Like, dude, almost all my teenage life I doubted God, because I was living a life where half of my family was trying like on the Christian path, but then they would low-key do their stuff behind closed doors, and I'd kind of be like, what? But then there was other half of my family that wouldn't hide what they were doing, but I know that it wasn't right. I had part of my family that would just party and wouldn't hide what they would do, and I was just confused growing up, and I just asked God a lot, and even myself, like, I'm just gonna do me. I'm not even gonna believe there's a higher power. Like, I don't care what's going on, and I think I just kind of rolled like that for a long time.
Yeah.
And that's what also led me, out of church, like I talked about, and got me through a different path, trying to find happiness somewhere else, And obviously, eventually, you find out that, dude, even the richest men of the richest men say that they're not happy with everything they got, and until they find God, that's when they're truly happy. I wish I had some examples on top of my head, but I've seen it over and over and over again, from rappers to rich people to just, politicians and just ordinary people, and people that are atheists and believe in God. It's like they look for all these happiness or somewhere else besides him, besides God, and they end up in a dark hole where they find no happiness.
Or which they would eventually kill themselves, man.
Exactly.
One person I could think of was Robin Williams.
Yeah, dude, that guy was so funny, bro.
He was funny.
I thought he was truly happy.
You would think he'd be right. And I mean, dude, he was iconic.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
such good movies he made.
Well known, classic act. Why wasn't he happy? And why would he just die like that?
Why would God let that happen? But then do you ask yourself, if we're given free will, why does everything have to be like, oh, why did you let this happen, God? Don't you ever take some responsibility and say, like, like, oh, I chose to do this, so this consequences came after.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, if you're gonna go out to a club at 2 a.m. and there's nothing good that happens at 2 a.m, what are you doing? You're just putting yourself in a situation where, if you're a female, potentially leaving the club, something bad could happen to you. And if you're a male, you're drunk, you act stupid, you could get in a fight. Is that all worth it? Is that all worth it?
I don't want to do that. What the heck?
So it's like, you gotta ask
Stupid
yourself.
stuff.
Exactly, you gotta ask yourself these questions. Oh God, why'd you put me in jail? Bro, why did you go clubbing and drinking and end up getting messed up? It's like these things where people always want to blame God, but it's never the devil. It's like when everything good happens, sometimes we don't even acknowledge him.
Yeah.
We just enjoy what we have and just live it. But when something bad happens, it always has to be him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do we ever ask ourselves that?
Yeah.
But we always ask ourselves, why does God allow bad things to happen?
Exactly.
I mean, at the end of the day, the Bible does say, I mean, I don't want to, it's just what I know, if you read the Bible, I encourage you to, get with somebody that knows a little bit, or they can teach you a little bit about it. But, I mean, there's a God and there's a devil, there's good and there's bad, and we have free will. And at the end of the day, like I said, a lot of us choose to do bad over good.
Yeah.
And nowadays, a lot of good is looked as bad. If you can see that, talking about all this stuff that's confusing us, with just genders and everything going on, like how there's more than two. No, I was signing up for buying an airplane ticket.
Okay.
Bro, they asked me, there are only two options you can pick, and you can't move past that. You can't buy your plane ticket if you don't move past that. Are you a male or a female? You want to fly?
Yeah.
Or not?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, come on, don't let yourself be fooled by social media or by, the whatever people are talking about nowadays, where it's facts hurt, but that's the truth. Would you rather have somebody lie to you behind your back, tell you the goody in front, and then tell somebody else? Would you rather have that person tell you in your face, hey, this and this and this you did and you need to change? Come on, like.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's a whole twisted world that we're living in now, but we got to ask ourselves, instead of like, why does God allow stuff to happen, is like, what are we doing that is allowing this to happen?
Yeah.
What situations are we putting ourselves in? Environment, what friends do we have? What are we listening to? What are we watching? Because all this stuff matters. You might not see it, you might not think it's a big deal, but your subconscious is the one that rules you. You're doing all this thing. As soon as you wake up, you're already programmed. Whatever it is that you do, you're programmed to do this and then this and then this. And you don't even think about it. You just do it. So you just got to be more aware of that and just be more, in tune with yourself. Like I said the other time, you got to find your spiritual self, really connect with that, because nothing's going to bring you peace and happiness but God, but Jesus Christ who died for us.
And at the end of the day, Daniel, it's like we talk, in love, we're most likely going to suffer. It's like you in a marriage, you are suffering. You're going to continue to suffer. And then us, who we choose to be believers, having a relationship with God, we're also going to suffer. But, people probably going to ask, well, why should we suffer? Why not make things a little easier? And I know it's a cheesy saying, but dude, because freaking nothing good comes easy, dude. Like, it's not.
Exactly.
It's not. We won't get changed if we're not challenged. And so, like I said, it's brought what are some of the stuff we've gone through, what we've been able to share. It's like we've been able to move past it. We've been able to grow character, perseverance, and all that stuff because of those sufferings, you know. And that's where God's doing his work. And at the end, there are results. There's a light at the end of the tunnel.
Yes, sir. I 100% believe that you gotta, go through that suffering, get some wounds, get some battle scars, so you can toughen up, you can grow.
That's how you get stronger.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like how like in the saying, man, what is this saying? Is this saying that parents tell their kids something about like, I can't even think about it right now.
More I can say, man, is those are some reasons why. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm speechless at this point, but at the end of the day, there's a reason for everything, and I mean everything. And hey, sometimes like God will prepare things even if it's bad, but it's for good.
Yeah, brother.
And sometimes we won't be able to understand right away.
No.
But eventually, but at least like before we know it, one day we're gonna be able to tell ourselves, man, God, like now I understand why.
Yeah.
Now I understand why you did this. And now I understand not to take life for granted.
Exactly, man. Exactly, dude. I mean, life is short. We don't have but one life. And the funny thing is that this life that we're living in right now, bro, this skin, this, body that we have on right now, when we die, this doesn't even come with us, bro. There's a spirit, there's a soul in every single one of us that is going to it's going to live long after this.
No ending.
No ending, bro. No ending. And it's scary because everyone believes in different things, reincarnation. I'm sorry. And
you're right.
Just different things. And at the end of the day, we just have to try. We just have to try to keep on doing our best, Billy.
Amen, brother.
If you're not trying to do your best, it's like we talked about the talents. You're burying that talent inside that hole. And when your master comes back and asks you, what'd you do with my money? And you're like, oh, I was so scared because I thought such and such was going to happen that I buried it. And like how you said, you fool, such and such. He took away his talent, his money, and he gave it to the other person who did something with it.
Exactly.
And it's like, that's what we all need to do. We got to do stuff with our talents, with what we have. It's scary. Trust me. This is scary. What Billy shared today is something that I didn't think he was going to share. It was really unexpected, but it was something that he felt he wanted to share. And it's because maybe at that moment in his life, he was really asking God, why is he taking his big brother away? And I would do the same thing. I don't see my life without my two brothers. Like, I don't see my life with my parents, with my wife. I would ask the same question, but I know at the end of the day, like you said, everything happens for a purpose, bro, and only God knows why. And even if that sounds like so cheesy to you, I challenge you to challenge God. Literally challenge God. Ask him yourself.
Yeah.
Ask him yourself, and how do you ask him? Just how you talk to anybody. Except close your eyes. You don't have to close your eyes. Just include God in your sentences. Whatever it is that you want to say, and ask him and challenge him. And I promise you, he'll answer you.
We gonna get it, one way or the other.
That's it, my brother. I appreciate the love.
Thank you.
I appreciate you guys for listening, supporting. We're getting more comfortable with ourselves, even though it's still uncomfortable, right? But we're doing this for you guys. So, yes.
Amen. Well, I appreciate you, bro. Thanks for hearing me out. Thank you all for hearing me out. I mean, I think that was like an actual situation, for me to understand, where I can talk, where I can answer, semi-answer on why God allows things to happen. So, guys, please like this video, subscribe to the Journey Podcast YouTube channel. We appreciate you listening. We're going to see you guys on the next episode. So grateful for this 5th episode. This was awesome. It's your boy Billy. We got DC right here.
Wrapping it up.
And we're going to catch you guys.
Much love, guys. Appreciate you.
On the next episode. Échale más. Stay blessed, y'all.